victory, it just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will take the field first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. So Mississippi State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Truman Hope. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Out of the gun. The running back has it.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Mississippi State going up tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's no good. He missed change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, no! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Motion from the wideout. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Red pass is complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Mississippi State right back to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks up the first down. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Bulldogs are marching down the field. The give on the option. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's a heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run the screen. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's the give off the left side. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And the Knowles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great seminal running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook?
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Back to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide.
He's into the open down the middle. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Brings into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that deep
shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Mississippi State right back to the line. Give to the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it himself. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the left. Oh, what a cut! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
After that last completion, it's second down. Power football with the run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Turning it on. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw. Big guy smells it. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to pass. It's Croman Hope. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Finds the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On the move and looking deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pulls it in. It's Pitts. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations.
The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable. Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure. There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Got his man. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Got his man to the left. Oh, what a move to get room. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Around the end, it's Williams. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
And they tacked on the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Fires left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Makes the grab. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw. It's Coleman Hope. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Mississippi State going up tempo. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He'll try to tack on one more. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the move, it's Young. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6. +6. Let's go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. Right on the money. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Mississippi State right back to the line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting.
Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Flying down the right side. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
You won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just click.